Uh, yeah. Hello, friends and foes. I just finished recording this video and I realized I forgot to add my microphone to this very shot, unfortunately. So when the scene looks like this right here, and I heard myself and I saw myself as it should have been, but when we're swapping back to this, there was no sound. So I missed the intro. There was no intro, there was no after the game analysis. It's not like I delved into the analysis that deep, but it's a bit frustrating to just redo stuff, and I don't remember what I said when. But here goes. Hello, we're back to another game review. This time I'm reviewing a game that I played during Armory a couple of weeks back against Awakener of Sol Verdance. This was before the root band carapace bans, and I don't think I haven't played this matchup at all before this game. Erika said I think she had one game under her belt, so none of us were very experienced in the matchup. But it's the usual aura package that I use, which means I remove pretty much. I think I removed all red heralds except one Herald of Sechem, which I happen to have in the deck list, and I replaced them with the Genesis, Herald of Retribution, no, Merciful Retribution, and I think I squeezed in 2 copies of Parable of Humility. And this is a game which I probably won't be able to loop Verdance with ALS, Erudition, Rebirth shenanigans, though I will expect I'm able to use Erudition more than once. Or at least play Erudition or get Erudition out the first time, draw cards, and then get it back with Angel of Rebirth to keep on drawing cards and applying pressure. Verdance has a couple of poppers. I'm not sure how many they usually run, but I think it's enough for me to run Vestige of Sol instead of the usual Herald plan. There we go. See, I have I have 2 figments. Yeah, this is fine. Pitching 2 figments to get an aura online, and arsenal a Herald of Erudition for next turn. It looks like Erika is trying to nuke the Spectra, which she can't. Yeah, okay. She tried to nuke the Spectra to be able to keep the CNC around as a popper, but since the spells doesn't attack into the Spectra, she just CNCs the Spectra instead. And this is me playing Genesis at the end of turn, which makes sense because now at the beginning of my turn I can add a Herald. I will not get a Figment out of my deck, but I will get, at least I will get a Spectre Shield and Active Vestige. And since I activate, since Vestige is active, any card I draw will pitch enough for me to be able to play Herald of Erudition. that I had in Arsenal. I feel good about this. And yeah, I might as well add this game was recorded before the ban of Root Band Carapace, the deer we actually just played. This is interesting to me. It seems like Erika has the choice to send, I think... Well, she might not have resources. Yeah, I was about to say she can send Autumn's Touch into Genesis, but I don't think she's... Yeah, she's probably missing one resource for that. So she decides just to establish the tree and buff it to nuke me for a couple of hit points. But this makes it so that I can keep a full hand and active Genesis, so things are... I would be scared if I was her. I feel comfortable about this. Putting another Herald into Soul, getting a shield, drawing a card. Vestige is active. Yeah. I activate Helmet here because I expect this game to be a pretty grindy one, so I expect that I will get a chance to use Erudition a couple of times. Even if I play it now, get Soraya out, I will get a Ponder, I will get to draw cards, I will present more Heralds into her. And since if she doesn't get rid of Soraya, I will get to keep Genesis and the other way around. So this way I'm pretty certain I will get to keep both Genesis, either Genesis or Soraya, which is great for me. And I can always use Figment of Rebirth, flip it to get the Angel of Rebirth to get Soraya back in my deck again. Oh, and I messed this up. I shouldn't have done this. Yeah, I think I realize now. This is a big mistake because I use Angelic Attendant to flip Soraya to get another card into Soul. But what I should have done is I should have just pitched it to flip instead. Because this way I don't have... I can't pitch another card for the attack. So this way Soraya doesn't have go again. I have to pitch another card for something during the attack, or else my turn is over. So now I have a couple of cards in hand for no reason. So I just decide to blow my gloves to make a spectral shield just to get my action point back. And this shouldn't have happened. There's no way this is the right call. I mean, taking into consideration I already messed up, I think this is fine, but there was no way I should have attacked with Soraya without the yellow in my pitch zone. It could have been avoided, and I didn't avoid it, so that's my bad. So now I have to, I'm already at 26 life, and it's my third turn, and I will have no access to Arcane Barrier for the rest of the game. So that's really a dumb mistake by me. She uses her balance because I've drawn 2. Can't see all cards in her hand. She decides to pop it. It's gone. I get my action point back and establish another aura. And I have the ponder from Soraya. Oh, I think this is looking pretty good, I must say. She has 4 cards in hand, but I'm not sure how she's supposed to deal with Angel and double annoying aura. That's just a nuke for... okay, just a nuke is for 9. I wouldn't have been able to prevent this even if I had 1 AB. Yeah. Oh well. Soraya gone, shield's gone. So that means I'm taking 5 in total this turn. Yeah. I think it's fine, I still get to keep 2 big auras around. The Genesis special is generating so much value for me. And what I also have Pulse Mirage, it makes things a lot harder for her to block me out. I think I saw I think I have Angelic Wrath and ALS in hand. And Merciful Retribution. Oh, this is a great one. Okay, 3 should be gone. This is pretty awesome because she has her Referation from Arsenal can't be popped. I have active Vestige, so I have all the resources I need. I will be able to buff this. She blocks for 5. I can get over this, and unless she has another direct in Arsenal, I will get through for 2 extra cards, which makes it so that I can play my ALS if I want to. No, she had it. Oh, that's sad. That's very unfortunate. So what do I do now? I mean, I can just play the Merciful. I think they would be fine. It's another annoying aura. Huh? Yeah. Oop. I can't see. I think she had Plow in her hand, I think. I would strongly suggest to get rid of Genesis at this point, even though there are a couple of annoying auras. It's a world of difference when every card I have pitched for 1 more, which Genesis makes it so that it does. Okay. Get rid of 1 aura. This will not go into Soul. What did it? I think it pings. Is it that it pings but does not go into Soul, maybe? With the only illusionist auras. I'm not sure. So now any herald that I play that get popped will go into Soul, deal 1 damage to her, and get me another Figment. So it's a really bad position for her. And I will most likely be able to play. If she pops this, I can simply get an action point back with my boots and then play another herald. She decides to block it with 2 cards, makes sense. No pop there. Doesn't matter which one I'm sending. It's either Herald of Triumph to make the pop harder, or I can go for Ravagers to perhaps ping one extra. It's a blue Triumph, okay. So this comes in for an extra damage, so that she can't use... Or she would be able to anyway. She would be able to use Chest and probably another card to block this out, if she wanted to. Taking 7. I get a Figment, I can flip that if I want to. I mean... It's not like I would have any problem getting resources, so I don't have to flip this if I don't want to. At this point I'm considering if I'll be able to just get the edition back. Yeah, and I'm putting another... yeah, I get Herald of Edition, that was a glare, but I get Herald of Edition back on top. And I, since I have this Figment of Rebirth in play, I have the possibility of getting back my Figment of Edition into my deck as well, which is pretty huge. Felling, coming in for 8. Seems like she's targeting me. Yeah, she is. I'm not certain about this. I mean, hindsight is 2020, but I think you have to kill Genesis at some point, even though it sucks not being able to decompose and send 8 damage to my face. 2 of those damage were prevented anyway, pinging her for 2 as well. And I mean, I generate value every turn with this Genesis. It has been so good for me. This can be popped, but she doesn't want to. Let me have it. So, technically I could go for an attack with... I could flip the Figment here. Do I want that? Yeah. I think this makes sense, because I mean I'm still presenting threats to her every turn, and it's really bothersome because now I get to pick my Figment of Apparition back on deck. I will draw it, but it's fine because it's still, unless she kills the Genesis, it still pitches for 3, which is great. And if she kills the Angel, I would probably get to keep my Genesis another round and the Retribution another round. What does she have? Is she active? No, she just nukes me. Up. Angel dies. And this is another thing. It would have been so nice to have Calming Gesture, or at least to have the possibility to just prevent that. I could have used a card and a shield to keep my Angel around. But now she just got it for free. Pretty much. I don't like that at all. So this is Figment of Erudition, Triumph, Triumph, and Genesis. And I think I'm considering here if I want another Genesis, because that would up my spectral shields by a lot, and my soul, but I feel like soul is not a problem at this point. Exactly, soul is not a problem, and I think I'm afraid of fatiguing myself. That goes popped. It still works with retribution, I think, because the attack is destroyed, so I still get to search for a figment. Yeah, not much to be done. Yep, it says destroyed. This is where I find it really tough to be playing Prism, and I'm certain I don't make the correct calls at this stage of the game. I don't know if this maybe I did the right thing in this very situation, but I think it's really hard to evaluate how likely it is to make the best use of either Figment and Angel. For example, I often pick Figment of Courage. It's like it's never bad with like a Courage token, and it's an Angel effect that's fine, but I probably won't use it in many matchups. But this is one of those matchups where it actually could happen, that I want to keep attacking with what's his face, Belonia maybe, the Figment of Courage Angel, so that I can keep buffing my angels. But in this case I just go for a safe play, getting some life buffer with Figment of Protection, which I think is fine. Yeah, and I can play the other Figment, so that I get another Ponder token, which would ping for 1. Ping. Give me a card. Gaining 2. Playing Plow. Yeah, and the arsenal is gone. I mean, we get into kind of low life total. Her reach isn't that great when I have a shitload of Figments in play. It can't be worth for me to like value block her with either card here, because I know I will be getting another Spectre Shield back. I will ping her for a couple of lives with those Spectre Shields, and I will get to swing with Angel of Erudition. There is a line here, if Erika also takes it, that she can actually use Storm Striders or any instant spell, so that, and nuke my angel with Waning Moon, and that will suck for me. So if I attack with the angel here, okay, I decide against that. I think that's what I was afraid of. If I attack with Soraya straight away, she can nuke me, and if the angel dies, I don't get to draw my cards. I don't get the yeah, I don't get to draw the cards. I don't get my action point back. And I really couldn't afford that, even though it would mean I get rid of her Storm Striders. It's I think Waning Moon says you have to play a non-attack action spell, right? I should know this by now. It might be that she doesn't have to use Storm Striders, but it felt safer to just go for an erudition attack first, because now I know I will also get a ward. Not a ward, a figment. Now I get Figment of Courage. I think this is 5. There's one in the pitch. I think I have Figment of Ravages. It's the only one left in deck at this point. I go for library. Getting 5 intellect. And it seems like Erika has been committed for a while now. She has been committed for a while now not to kill my Genesis, which I'm very curious about. I do think that's a mistake. I can flip a Figment here, but if I do, Erika can shoot me with Waning Moon, so that means the Figments will be worth 2 resources, or 2 damage. That might be fine. I'm at 12, it's not the greatest of life totals. Yeah. Huh? What happened there? That seems weird. Did she... Shouldn't I be lower? Or did she just mistime that? It might be that she still let me prevent the damage with the Angel and then just shot me with my Waning Moon. So that I took 1 damage and warded the other one, instead of waiting for me to flip, shoot me with Waning Moon with the Aether Life still on stack. I think that was just a simple mistake. I should have been at, how much? 2 lower? Yeah, I should be at 9. I mean, I don't think there was no shielding involved, but I think she or we could have ordered that differently, which would have ended up with me on 9 life at this point instead of 11. She has the blocks. Buff, taking 3. Then I think this is my last. No, wait, I have Field of Judgment and Ravages should still be there. So just flip a card in her bandage zone. She can still decompose to get back up, I think. So it doesn't matter. So she can if she uses Burn Bear. Burn Bear is 6, Waning Moon is 3. She needs 6 resources to do that with Stormstriders. Yep, she lets me banish and draw. Taking 4, no reason not to. I can't flip anything else. There's only once per turn ability, so I have to just play the Pierce Reality here. Up. So I still have the awesome life buffer of Soraya. I have a shitload of Spectra in play. I have a couple of Figments. So she will really have to piece together a lot of damage to get this through. Now let's see here. I can't do much about this, I think. It's just Soraya has to eat the Waning Moon, unfortunately. And I will take 6. I mean, I can still flip. I probably should at the end of this turn, because now she has nothing in hand. If I flip a Figment now during this turn, I won't get blown up by another Burn Bear on my turn. See, this is a really bad hand. I think I have ALS in Arsenal. Looks like I had Angelic Attendant, which is awesome, in the sense that I can flip 2 angels at my turn. During my turn, Soul Shield does nothing. That is, I don't know that card. Is it Parable of Humility maybe? Another Genesis Soul Shield. Don't know. Maybe I just want to preserve life here. Soraya dies. Yeah. So those 2 angels die. The Spectral Shield should die as well. I take 1, ping 1. Or did I miss that? This should be for 6. Flip Figment. Yeah, I should have been at 2 less here. No, I should have no shield and 1 less. One shield and 1 less life. Enrique should have been a 16. That is unfortunate. No ill intent, but it was a really mistake by me. That shouldn't have happened. I mean, I don't know what ALS does. In this case, I don't need the soul of Angelic Attendant very much. I think it's much more useful to just flip an angel and attack, because I can. If I attack with Herald of Protection in my hand, no, don't use it. There's no need. Just pay for it. Yeah. That's perfectly fine. I don't need soul at this point. There we go. I get the 2 cards in pitch zone this way. 2 more shields. What's in Erika's hand? She has mental block. Nothing that matters really. Taking 4. This is a big one. It's for 8, I think. Yep. That is a lot. So she can use her chest piece and 2 cards. And then percent. Plow under. Or can she use mental block to 6, 7? No, that's fine. That's not enough. She can't use mental block to get both ponder and percent plow under. She has to pitch the mental block. Yeah, counting the figments. Should be Figment of Ravages left. Yeah. I mean, since a while she's committed to not getting rid of my Spectras, so following that line she pretty much has to play plow under. It's still 6 damage. If I don't block it, she will get rid of the angel. Or she can attack into the angel, will she? That would make sense. I think that's a lot better for her. Yeah, I see no reason not to. At this point, it's just so much value from those shields and another free attack. Yeah. That's the right call. What am I doing here? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm considering if I want to play the ALS, but there's not much point. I'm actually a bit worried here because I only have one figment left. I have no way to get the figments back. I already used that. And I have the Ravages in hand. No, there's not one. Figment of Triumph, okay. Nice thing I drew into it then. Bleh. It's like the one card I didn't want. So there's a Triumph. It's harder to pop. And it really hurts if she has to block this with 3 cards. I mean, it's good for her that I happen to draw my 2 remaining figments this turn. Buff. Down to 2. Now she has to get rid of the Retribution as well. I'm just going through the motions if I for some reason forgot to sideboard out the Figment of Tenacity. So at this point I have Herald of Sechem and the other figment in hand, so I can't pitch to play the other figment, unfortunately. Well, looking back at this, I think it's pretty clear I should have just played the Sechem. Putting the... Yeah, what if I... No, she had a popper, okay. Yeah, of course, it's a 6, yeah, okay. And I think this is fine. That should have been put in Soul. Okay, she still gets pinged for 1. But that Sechem should have been in Soul instead of my graveyard. It's not like it matters. Yeah, she gives up. So there we go. Second outro. Looking back at this, I think there was a couple of big ones this game. I think it was a straight up stupid mistake by me to miscounting or using the Angelic Attendant to awaken a Figment of Erudition one of the earlier turns. I mean, I used Helmet, got the Figment of Erudition, and I could have the turn after that I could just straight up pay to flip the Angel and draw cards. But instead I decided to use the Angelic Attendant to get another card in Soul, which wasn't needed. And this meant that I didn't have a yellow card, or I couldn't pitch more cards, because since I had 2 resources floating, I couldn't pitch more cards to attack with the Angel. And that meant that I had to sacrifice my only AB to give it go again. So that meant from like turn 2, I think, 2 or 3, I played without AB, and that was stupid. And I still think it was a mistake by Erika not killing Genesis on sight. Might have been a turn at tops 2 turns where she couldn't, because she didn't have resources. but I think Genesis is as close to a kill on sight as they get in pretty much any matchup where Prism uses Vestige. Genesis has to go, unless you have some kind of funky fatigue plan and the opponent uses like 2 Genesis and keeps on loading cards into their soul. But I think it has to go. And there was also, it seems like an honest but minor mistake that meant I should have been at 1 life less. I should have had a Spectre Shield less. Erika should have been at 1 life less. And it might have been... Or did we just forget to take damage at some point as well? I think I should have been lower, a bit lower than 11 at this point, but the game was probably decided when I got the luxury to keep on loading cards into Soul, getting shields, and getting an extra pitch from from Genesis every turn. It makes things so much smoother when every card in your deck pitches for at least 3, maybe 4. It's really nice to have. Oh well, I think I will, after this, I will put Prism on the shelf for a while. I think I'll try delving into Marionette for the upcoming RTN season. Unless things go south during my next playing sessions, I think I'll go with Mario for the upcoming RTNs. If I don't, I guess that would mean maybe I'll go for Huntsman or something, but it will be some kind of assassin, because I don't feel like it's so rough to face brutes that just stomp you, and it feels like there's nothing you can do about it. Against those decks, Mario has a fighting chance at least, and I feel a lot more comfortable playing assassin than Prism during these events. But yeah, you take care, see you around next time, bye.